Here I am on another bike ride, Travels with Dottie in Eagle Nest, New Mexico. Look at those mountains. Isn't that beautiful? I don't have a plan. I got bored. It's about noontime. It's a beautiful 73 degrees, sunny, partly cloudy, and I got nothing to do, so I thought I'd ride the bike into town and take you with me and see what I can run into. I got my phone, I got my camera, got my earbuds. I can hang out in the park. I can maybe go all the way up to Golden Eagle RV Park. And some nice houses along here. I'm actually I'm using pedal assist, but I'm pedaling where normally I just use the throttle. But I'm trying to give that, continuing the hip recovery, even though I don't feel anything funny, any symptoms anymore of my hip replacement. It's been 9 weeks, it'll be 10 weeks this Monday, and I feel perfectly normal. But I want to keep the exercise going, keep it loose. They say it's a full year before you're fully integrated and recovered. We've had quite a bit of rain lately, but I think we're gonna just have our occasional burst of showers in the afternoon, and that's pretty much standard here. The first day I was here, well, the second day technically, it poured all day. No traffic. I can see up on one of those mountains. You probably can't see because it's so small, but I see two little spots of snow up there near the peak. It's still the middle of July. Let's see, it's the 12th. So it says by June 12th, so by July, I'm gonna guess that's gonna be done. This is the school on the left, by the way. This is a nice little blue house here. And I've always wondered, is this the pastor's house for the church? I don't know. I'm gonna guess maybe it is. Oh, and there's little cabins back there too. I didn't see that last year. So we went the back way, and we're gonna come out right here on Main Street and right in the middle of the village. And we'll see what we can see. you know what? I did a video here last year, and I'll just walk through this fishing shop. I really like this place. Hi, I don't know if we met last year, but I'm Rob. I do YouTube videos in town every summer, and I did the whole shop last year, and I thought I'd just do a follow-up and show my folks.
Oh, sure.
Okay?
Sure, no problem.
And you're still doing guiding, right? Fish guide? Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff. My brother's a fly fisherman,
Yeah.
and
Hasn't rubbed off on you yet.
you know, he's more of a Zen-like kind of guy than me.
Well, no.
And my dad was a fly fisherman.
Could turn you into a Zen-like guy.
I lived with him for 5 years, and I did have an outfit, and I did it. And one of the things he taught me is I was going through a really rough time in a job, and I wasn't able to sleep. So he said, we're going to go camping, we're going to go fly fishing. And what he demonstrated to me is you cannot fly fish and think about anything else while you're fly fishing. So it relieved me of the racing thoughts through my head.
See, it's all about rhythm and focus. And there's something else I usually add. Rhythm, focus, and breathing.
Yeah. Well, and I found that if I started thinking about my job, the fly would end up in a tree behind me.
See?
So you got to focus on what you're doing, and that's the Zen-like part of it. I think it's a way of meditating, really.
Yeah, that's why we like it so much.
So what are they catching this year? Any idea what this season's going to be like?
Well, it depends on the stream flows, I think, and how the stream flows stay consistent. If it really drops down, the fish have a hard time.
It got pretty low last year, as I remember. Do you have any? Was the snowpack any bigger this year than it was the year before? About the same?
It was pretty bad.
It was bad, huh? Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty low, I should say.
Well, that's what I figured you
Yeah.
meant. Good is high.
If it keeps raining and it rains steady for a while, the reservoir picks up, and then the rain quits, then the farmers down the stream from the Cimarron will call for water, and then they'll start letting water out of the dam. So then the stream flows pick up down there, and the fish are happier.
Yeah, okay. Now, there is a fish here that's considered a nuisance, and if you catch them, you're supposed to not... Right, and there's actually a fine, right, if you catch one and throw it back in?
I don't know that.
I read that somewhere, a state fine. They're pretty serious about it. If you catch one of those, take it out of there, kill it, throw it on the bank, but don't put it back into the lake.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Kevin was saying, that they want you to toss them up on the bank.
Yeah.
Which I get.
I bet they're fun to catch, but not good to eat. Then we got all, I just wanted to make sure.
I've never eaten one. I'm not a big fish eater.
I grew up a bass fisherman in New England and fishing with my dad, so smallmouth bass. And one year when I was a kid, because I didn't report it, but it turns out I had the record smallmouth bass for that year.
Oh my God.
5.5 pounds for a smallmouth. That's damn big.
Real nice.
It was the record in New Hampshire, unofficial because I didn't register it.
Yeah.
But
I'll have to show you my smallmouth. I got a nice smallmouth.
and I think the country's record for largemouth is still out of Lake Fork, Texas.
Oh,
19.19 pounds.
that's a big fat fish.
That is a big fat fish.
Yeah, I caught a real nice smallmouth out of the Colorado River. That guy there.
Ooh, let me get a. Oh yeah, that's sweet. Very nice.
That was on the flat.
That's nice. I've never fished the lake here, but I've fished the river up here in Cimarron, and they stock it, so it's pretty easy to catch trout. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. All right, well, thank you. And maybe the video will drive some business in.
Yeah, remind me your name.
It's Rob, and the
Rob.
channel is Travels with Dottie. Dottie's my dog's name.
Okay.
And I do, every day, all summer, I do an area video.
Right on.
All right.
All right, take it easy, Rob.
Yep. All right. So that was completely unplanned. It's how I like it, unplanned. Now we're gonna zoom up to this restaurant that I've never been to because I always seem to not catch it when it's open, and I'm gonna see if I can catch some days and hours. It's this one up here with the red signs. Now it says closed, and I'm looking for some signs maybe. And I'm not seeing any signs. And no signs of life in there, or other I'd tap on the door and ask them. And this is always fascinating. These, I don't think these have been rented in a long time. These rustic little cabins. I've never seen anybody in any of them. Yeah, they're. I can say looking in the windows, they're not ready for prime time, but they were at one time for sure. This little place was probably bustling, and I think it would take a lot of work to refurbish all these things. But we will keep an eye on that restaurant, and if we see any activity there, we'll go and ask about what the schedule is going to be this summer. Well, you know what? The other thing I'll do, I mentioned there's an RV park right in town here. I don't think they have, the last year when I checked, they didn't have like monthly rates, so they just had daily rates. And it was, I can't remember. I can't remember how much, but I'll catch the name so you could go to the website and you can figure out how much they're charging. But I'll show you the sites. It's Camp Eagle Nest RV Park. CampEagleNest.com is where you'll find information. There's the office there that's open. So we'll go down here and I'll show you the sites. There's sites here starting on the left. Site 9, 10, and 11, 12. And then there are lots of sites down here. And I would guess that the sites at the end that have the lake view will probably be a little bit more money. I don't know. But there's, there are sites here tucked back under shade trees, which is pretty nice. Looks like they're doing some maintenance. They're cutting, these guys back here are cutting some grass. So they have these beautiful sites with the view of Eagle Nest Lake. This looks like 38, 40, 41, 42 are open. Beautiful views. So you can get on the website there and you can see how much they're charging. It's right in the middle of town and very convenient with beautiful views. And look at this site. I like this little site right here. If you have a little camper van or something nestled under those trees, that's site number 20. Then they have these up here that have, you know, for your longer rigs. There's the park. Okay, I think I'll end my day there at the park. Not my day, but the ride I'll end at the park and sit under some shade and maybe listen to a book on tape or something like that and relax. So the RV park down here is down at the end of this road. We'll head down there and check that out. And one of the things they have down here is they have a farmer's market at the park here. And when I go in, I'll ask them when that starts and what day of the week it's going to be. Now that's the second day I've seen a truck over there at Cowboy Cafe, and I'm wondering if that means if they're gonna open. I don't know. Don't know. But this, what you see approaching here is the Golden Eagle RV Park. They have lots of activities here. They have potlucks and they have movie nights, and I got to tell you, every single guest here that I've spoken to on and off camera raves about how wonderful it is. And you'll see a good proportion of the people that are here in the summer come every summer and they book for the whole summer. And here we are in the office. Little gift shop. And they do have some RV supplies here, but don't let the small number of things fool you, because they have a ton of stuff in the back. If you don't see what you need, I would go ahead and ask them. And so far, everything I've needed, they've been able to find it. And one of the owners, Nathan, is a certified RV repair person that you can hire. And there's a puppy dog here. Give me a sniff. You'll remember me. You'll remember my scent. How are you? Hello. Hi, Rob Travels with Dottie, if you remember me, the
Yes.
YouTube guy.
Yes.
So I'm just coming through. Anything new this year? You're on camera, if that's okay.
Okay.
Anything new this year?
No, kind of the same old stuff.
The farmer's market.
Yes.
When does that start?
That will start June 27th.
June 27th. And what day of the week it
10
does?
to 1, that's every Friday.
Every Friday, 10 to 1,
And
starting the
that will run
27th.
until Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
that
Okay.
Friday before Labor Day. will
But
be the
I
last one.
assume you still have the movie nights and stuff here for
We
people
do, yeah,
staying
we still
here?
do the movie nights. We just still do our tours.
What kind of tours do you do?
All different kinds in the area here.
Really?
Yeah. They change every year. Just
Are they on your website?
they are.
Okay,
We do
okay.
have them on the website.
I'll put in the description your website so people can see that.
Yep.
But it's great to be. I'm here for the whole summer
we do,
this year.
We do tours literally across the street at the lake, down to Portone, out to Colorado. We go all over the place.
That's great.
So-
Maybe I'll take one and film it. That'd be fun. It's Rob, and say hi to Nathan for me.
I will. I will.
All right, that's it. And you heard when they're going to have the farmers market. I highly recommend it. I will come every single Friday. I can guarantee you that. And I'll take a bike on a run through the park. Now, you notice the spot, it's narrow. People are pretty close together. And I can tell you, everyone that stayed here has said when they saw that, they were a little worried. But then after their first day here, it's like that issue did not exist anymore. People love it here. They love the camaraderie of the people, the activities, and you heard there are all kinds of tours. It's exciting. It's a place that people love. And they sell propane here. We're passing the propane tanks. And people here do not mind being close to each other because everybody becomes friends here. A lot of open spots, only because the summer hasn't really started yet. And up on the upper level, that's them too. They have RV spots and little tiny home places up there. And I'll take you up there too. Now, I'm not positive whether those things they sell them or rent them or Airbnb them. I don't know what you can call them and ask if it's not explained on the website, but I'll take you up there and show it to you. This open area right here where we are is where the farmers market will be every Friday. And got these little cabins and such, and RV slots. Now, as far as I know, some of these may be year-round, the little tiny homes. Don't know for sure. And there's some still under construction back here. I can't, you can see and hear, but you can't feel the gentle breeze and the 73-degree temperature is like, it's the equivalent of being in a nice warm bath. And we'll scoot across here real quick and coast down back into the village. bump up on the sidewalk here. And we're gonna check out the Rose of Taos. I think they're open, and I want to find out if they're gonna do the food truck again this year and when that's gonna start. So let's go in and ask her. Because it's definitely open, because there are a lot of cars here. No, it says closed. It says closed. So they're not quite open yet. So when they're open, we'll go in and ask. They're probably in there working on stuff, getting it ready. Go back out to the street here. Oh, Angel's Attic is open, so we'll go through there. How's that sound? This is the thrift store. Here we go. So, this is one of my favorite thrift stores ever. There's the kitchen area here. There's the thing I love about thrift stores. Every time I come back, it's all new stuff, right? It makes sense. All sorts of little appliances and things, and then we'll go through the clothing on the way out. But lamps. I mean, these beautiful brass lamps for $5. This one's $4. You can buy lamp shades here for just a couple of dollars. So, all sorts of great little paintings and things, and the Christmas section. So if you want to stock up for Christmas, there's lots of pretty cool stuff here. I'm doing a video. I'm not crazy talking to myself. And there's more back here. There's a whole separate building for kind of the bigger stuff. So we'll check that out. If you didn't know, this was back here, you wouldn't know it was here. But we'll see what they have this year back here. I know one of the things I noticed, if you want to take up a golf, usually they have golf clubs back here. They did last year anyway. And ski stuff, snow skiing stuff. Yep, there's golf clubs. You can cobble together a starter set, see if you like the game before you spend real money. Kinds of backpacks, shoes. If you need a walker, $4. There's one for $2, crutches. Hopefully you won't need a walker like I did when I had my hip replacement this spring.
Mom, I see it. I was looking at that too.
There's a little sports room there that I didn't go in. There are little kids in there, and I don't like having little children on the film for any prolonged period of time. So we'll look in there another time.
We'll just give it how you do.
Hi.
Okay.
So a little bit of furniture here. This one with the chair and ottoman, $40. It looks in good shape, and it's a pretty pattern. $2 desk chair. You'd have to clean that up, but I bet it's okay. You'd have to work pretty hard cleaning that. And we'll take you through the clothing here. Things like coax cables, various electronic knickknacks. Because there's not, probably the closest electronics store that would have stuff like this would be all the way in Taos. So if you're lucky, like you needed one of these things, they have it here for $1. Men's sweaters, $3, jackets, $3, sweatshirts, $3, or as marked. But I would say the majority of the clothing here would be women's clothing, women's shoes. But I'll walk down each aisle and give you a sense of what's available. The men's collared shirts, $2. Huh. 32-inch smart TV with a remote, and it's $25.
So again,
And I don't think I walked all the way in here, but they're glasses are 50 cents, stemware 50 cents, small plates 50, dinner plates $1, bowls 50 cents, both large and small. And back here we have books and games, puzzles. Paperback books are 50 cents and the hardbacks are $1.
Exercise right behind.
That's what is very heavy though.
there is collages all the way up and on the
So let's look at, there should be a sign here with the hours and such. Let's see. Oh look, Moreno Valley Urgent Care is open Thursday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. behind the ski school. It doesn't say, is it here in Eagle Nest or is it in Angel Fire? Let's look it up real quick, because that could be important to somebody. That's Moreno Valley Urgent Care. Oh, it's right here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It is in Angel Fire. So about 9 miles away. But the address didn't match. Let me just put that address in just to make sure there isn't one here. It's 10 Five Springs Road. It's at Angel Fire, so it's 12 miles. Here we go. But that's close enough to know there's an urgent care there, and I do not see signs for, oh, here we are. Starting July 1st. July 1st, new hours Thursday through Saturday, 10 to 2. And there's 50% off blue tags, cash only, and it's part of the ministry of Angel Fire Baptist Church. You can bring your dog in here, but it needs to be on a leash and well behaved. But if you're on a budget and you're looking for quality stuff, I can't recommend this enough. It's a great little place. And you can tell how popular it is when they open. And I know I did this the other day, but I can't resist going through this parking lot because it's such a classic hotel. Laguna Vista Lodge. They definitely have a website, so you can check out their rates and what rooms you can get. And they have the saloon, which I had lunch in yesterday. I had an amazing burger and onion rings. Right there in the saloon on your right. And then they have a big outdoor area there. And I'm gonna take it in here. So I'm a little hungry. It's 12:20, and maybe if they have a sandwich or something I could buy. But we'll check in here right now. Here it is. There's the menu. It's nice, not a small, but not a big, not small, and there's outdoor eating as well. All right, there's the menu, and I'm telling you, there's sandwiches, turkey, bacon, Swiss, club sandwich, and the grilled cheese looks good to me. And then drinks and a children's menu. I'll show you what I get on camera after I order it. Well, I am outside at table 18 and I ordered the club sandwich. So when it comes out and I take a bite, I'll show it to you and tell you how good it is. And there it is, and you can see I've taken a bite out of it, and it is as good as it looks. And I'm going to end the video here, but I'm going to show you, this is what things look like weather-wise in the afternoons in Eagle Nest when the little scattered thunderstorms come through. But I will see you tomorrow. Well, let's turn it around. Heck, be polite so you can see me. I will see you tomorrow on the next video. Thanks for watching.